Proletarians of all countries unite. We are the same blood, you and I. In the name of Perun, greetings to all. The third chapter, Equality and Brotherhood. The same deception is encountered with the word equality. Democrats in bourgeoisie countries love to flaunt this word. What can we say? It is a golden word. Without equality, there can be no justice. Therefore, equal things should be equal. In the French Republic, even the words freedom and equality are inscribed over the section. But, again, we need to see if there is any trickery here. Indeed, there is. They talk about equality, but in reality, they do not want to implement it. And when pressed against the wall, it turns out that their equality is only in rights, not in reality. Everyone has the right to everything, but only those who can pay get it. They say people are equal, but their pockets are not equal, and whoever has a bigger pocket indeed gets everything. And whoever has nothing in their pocket, despite all the equality, gets nothing. What can we say? Good equality. It is enough to go to the labor exchange in any democratic republic to be convinced of their amazing equality. On paper, they indeed have everything smooth. Equal people stand against each other with equal rights and fight for their benefit, like two fighters. The interpreter wants to buy human living force cheaply to squeeze it out for his profit. The worker wants to sell it more expensively to secure himself a piece of bread. And it seems that the card equal protects the rights of both. But one of these equal citizens is a capitalist, and this means that tenants of his houses, buyers of his goods, tenants of his estates, debtors on his loans, workers in his factories, peasants on his lands, who all depend on his will, work for his treasury and pay him taxes and tributes, some with money, some with their backs, some for a room, some for a piece of bread, some for foods. I'm sorry, not for foods, for foods too, for goods. And as an unlimited Tsar, the capitalist rules over all and can't wait long for a suitable price for labor hands, and the worker who sells his strength and labor exchange. So, is he equal to the capitalist or not? Are the forces of these two fighters equal? Behind the worker's back are hunger and the need, his family asking for food, and a whole army of the same unemployed as he is, ready to snatch from each other the handout thrown by the capitalist. There is no waiting. It is impossible to bargain for long. One has to take what is given. The weaker must submit and yield to the stronger. The question is, where is the equality here? Our constitution does not speak empty words about equality. We know perfectly well who is equal and who is not. We call the equal to our working brotherhood. All equal rights with us are indeed enjoyed only by people equal to us. This is everyone who does not use someone else's labor, does not live of capital, does not squeeze out the strength of their neighbors, does not feed on someone else's sweat and blood. In other words, this is all the working population, all the urban and rural working population of the Republic. They are equal to us and have all the rights. But we do not recognize as equal to us those who are indeed not equal to us. All capitalists and landlords, bankers and manufacturers, merchants and industrialists who do nothing and do not want to do anything but consume the goods stolen from others rule like tsars over their property, and the people depend on them. No, these owners are not equal to us. These are strong and terrible beasts, our ancient and tireless enemies. We will not give them equal rights. Give the strong equal rights with weak, and he will immediately strangle the weak. Place a tiger next to a sheep, and it will tear it apart in an instant. To equalize unequal fighters, you need to add strength to the weaker or take away strength from the stronger. And to neutralize a wild and bloodthirsty beast, you need to lock it in a strong cage behind iron bars. Only then will there be a true equality. It is now clear why, according to the Soviet constitution, the most important rights are taken away from the rich, and they are deprived of equality of rights with us, as indicated in the Articles 23 and 65. But this does not mean that we forbid them from joining our common labor family. Let them renounce their unjust power, laziness, property, and capital. Let them lay aside their pride and disdain for the working people and take up productive and social useful labor. Article 64. And the matter is done. Then, as equals, we will accept them into our socialist republic where the great rule is established. He who does not work, neither shall he eat. Article 18. Supporters of bourgeoisie democracy still love to talk about brotherhood in their republics. But it is hardly possible to talk about this seriously. We all know perfectly well that their entire order and life are built on trade. And where there is trade, there can be no dream of brotherhood. The brotherhood exists in labor, when people work shoulder to shoulder, doing the job together, helping each other. Brotherhood exists among the poor and the workers because the hungry always understand the hungry and help in need and misfortune. There can be brotherhood in a family when a husband and wife love each other and take care of their children. Even in battle and revolution, there is brotherhood among those who defend freedom and go to fight for their revolution with a sword. But it is truly difficult to understand what kind of brotherhood can exist where trade must dominate everyone, where people divided into individuals tear their prey from each other's mouths like wild beasts, where everything is sold and bought, and a person no longer respects another as a person. After all, in a trade, there is neither father nor mother, neither close nor dear. Dear. In trade, the coin wins, and it has neither consequence nor heart. I'm sorry, not consequence, but concessions nor heart. Everyone for themselves, everyone against all. This is the only commandment of the market faith. And these people talk not only about freedom, equality, but also as if in mockery about brotherhood. Liars and hypocrites. But deception and pretense are the only means by which bourgeoisie democrats can hide from the people the ruthless suppression of capital over labor. And they resort to these means when they talk about universal suffrage, about universal representation. Thank you for your attention. The power in the proletariat's truth.